What's going on, everybody? Bulldog Gaming here, coming to you from the truck. It's a ramble. Not real into particular about tonight's conversation. Pretty sad when you lay down and you take a 30-minute nap and you wake right back up and it's still dark. But hey, that's okay. That means I can go back to sleep later on. So, kind of give you a idea what's been going on. So Monday I left the house early, rolled to Dallas, Texas. Rolled down there and made delivery. So, and I do have a point to this conversation. Made it down there, made delivery, and ended up having to take my 10-hour break. So, I lost taking one load to gain taking 4 loads. A little bit shorter pops and stuff like that. But like I said, this does have a point. So everybody knows, if you've been watching current events on the news, weather channels, stuff like that, listening to the radio, looking at YouTube, Google searching, anything about that, about the tropical depression that hit the Gulf Coast down by Houston. So, like I said, I lost one load to pick up 4 loads. So Tuesday when I woke up there in Dallas, I was dispatched to go pick up a load in the Dallas-Fort Worth area to take it to Houston. Okay, not a problem. Been there many a time. Unfortunate to me, I hadn't been paying attention to the weather. So I really didn't know what I was going to be getting into. And so I started traveling south on US 75, down I-45 corridor, going down towards Houston, and picked up a load, or had picked up the load and was going down there and started paying attention to the sky. The farther south I went on 45, the darker the sky got to the south of me, and I started running into some rain band, what meteorologists call rain bands. So I tuned in to whatever FM station I could get on the AM/FM radio, and was listening to weather reports. They were talking about a tropical depression that was moving northwest at that particular time. I was like, okay, maybe it hadn't made landfall. I was wrong, but I'll get to that. So I continue down I-45 and I get outside of Madisonville and I hit the first heavy downpours. Okay, not a problem. I've drove in rain. I've never had a problem driving in rain. Heck, I don't have a problem driving in snow either. It's wind that scares the pee out of me. It's too unpredictable. I've seen too many trucks laid over and bad things happen. So that was my main concern with the wind. But then again, I got to thinking, well, I'm a little bit heavier than normal because I've been carrying all these light loads. I'm a little bit heavier than normal. I was maxed out, 80,000 pounds rolling down the highway. So I took a back way into Houston off of Texas 5, Texas 6, and US 290. The closer I got to Houston, the worse the rain was getting. Okay, now mind you, I did not know how severe my situation was. So Made it to Houston during the first wave as the tropical depression, a tropical storm, or as my phone told me originally, tropical cyclone had hit uh, down by Galveston and up the coast, all the way over towards the state of Louisiana. Made it to my receiver, and when I parked, I was nosed towards a sloping dock. Now, mind you, move this. Mind you, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Roll down the window. Okay. You see how that slope is on that dock over there? Okay. Mind you, that was the kind of slope that I was nosed towards. Okay. There was water, standing water down in the base of it. Okay, no problem. It's about 5 feet in front of my bumper. Went, checked in with the receiver. They were like, oh, we won't be able to get to you until the morning. Okay, no problem. I'm going to take a 10-hour break and go to sleep. I went, laid down in the bunk. I'm not going to show you my bunk area because the bed's not made. Went, laid down in the bunk to the tapping of the rain, which is very peaceful, very, very calming. My one smart thing is I left my truck idle. So that was a good thing. I'll explain why in a minute. They came and knocked on my door about 5:15 Wednesday morning, yesterday, because it's Thursday night, about 5 o'clock yesterday morning, to offload me. Now, mind you, I went to go open my doors on my trailer, and when I opened the driver's side door, I groggily stepped out and stepped into about a foot of water, which is the distance between the bottom step and the ground is about a foot, little bit more. It's about 16 inches, but I stepped into about a foot of water. So I had water right almost at the top of my boots. Walked back, opened my doors, kind of sized up my situation, backed into the dock. They got me offloaded. I had to wait a little bit longer, so I nosed back up into the same location. I had already closed my doors once I pulled away from the dock. Nosed back up to my same location. Laid down for another, don't mean to yawn. Laid down for about another hour. Somebody come and knocked on my door again and said that I needed to get out of there for my own safety. Okay, well, that's where this part comes in. Dispatch had sent me my load assignment, which I'd already been pre-planned on, already knew where I was going, so I'd already Googled it. And I proceeded to head to the southeast corner of Houston. I had to take the 290 to the 610 loop to the street that it was, or the FM road that it's just off of. Took that exit, drove to the shipper, dropped my trailer, picked up my trailer, got my bills, and the shipper even told me then that I shouldn't dilly-dally around for very long because of this tropical cyclone, tropical depression, tropical storm, major tropical storm coming up. Okay, no problem. I'll hit the skids, roll some coal, and get the hell out of there. So I just backtracked my route back up to 610. Instead of going right to I-45, I followed 610 and went around back to the northwest side of Houston to pick up 45 on the north end. Now, earlier before I laid down, I was on social media and had found some posts talking about the flooding situation in the Houston metro area. So I went and watched and you can find this new station on YouTube. It's KHOU 13 out of Houston, KHU out of Houston, Texas. Went to their page, watched a couple of videos, live feed, and also a pre-recorded of the Houston metro area. And I'll get to that in a minute. So I drove around, got on I-45 going back towards Dallas, and as I'm driving, I stayed all the way over in the left-hand lane, and I'm trying to hide who I'm getting a drink from, because that might be a big no-no. You never know with YouTube. I drove all the way over in the left-hand lane. Now, there's big signs. You can't miss them. And if you're from the Houston area, or you've ever been to Houston and you've paid attention to the signage, these signs are about the size of a Volkswagen Beetle that say no trucks left lane. Well, I don't mind driving in the rain. I've stated this. I don't mind driving in the rain. So I stayed in the left lane and stayed at speed. 60 mile an hour, 65 mile an hour, 55 mile an hour through the construction zones, all that. So going through, and I'm looking over to the right when I get breaks in the torrential downpours, and I'm seeing the water as it's rising. And I make it quite a ways out before I make my first stop. So I'm looking at the radar, and I'm seeing the heavier rain bands are coming in, and I'm like, this is not going to be good. So I drive up to Oklahoma City, where I make my delivery from that load. This morning, still had not fathomed yesterday's intensity of survivability and needing to get the flock out of Houston. I have a lot of friends that live down in the Houston area, and my thoughts and prayers go out to them if they live in the very, very affected areas. I have a lot of friends that are truck drivers. I don't know if any of them are down there. If they are, my thoughts and prayers for safety for them go out to them. And likewise, I would like for you guys to do that too. So made my delivery in Oklahoma City. Had to go pick up the load that I'm attached to now over in Muskogee, Oklahoma. Picked that load up, and now I'm up here in Kansas. Obviously, I'm headed towards the house. Drop this load first thing in the morning, pick up my load, literally right over where those lights are. That's how close I am. I'm less than 400 feet from the gate guard. And so, yeah, I am headed home for the weekend. If anybody, as you've seen on, I'm not going to say if anybody, but as you've seen on Thursday or earlier today, there was an upload from ATS, the continuation from the Trucker Tuesday video. There is the finalization for next Tuesday's Trucker Tuesday video is the finalization of the load to Norfolk. So when I parked here, I called Witch, talked to Witch for a little bit, and then looked on social media, seen what was going on, seen what I was tagged in, seen that one of my friends that's in the trucking industry, she marked herself safe. So got me curious to go check out, what I could figure out, what I could find out, and just see how bad it's been in the last 24 hours. So in the last 24 hours, the interstate system, Interstate 45, has been inundated with floodwaters. I went through one section that goes over one of the little bayous that flooded I-45. I actually went across that bayou and did not realize how high the water already was. I knew I was hitting water because it was raining. I didn't realize that I was hitting floodwater, which is, bad on my part, not paying attention to my surroundings. And I've always preached this: pay attention to your surroundings. I was more apt to my safety and getting away from there and knowing my abilities to do so. So, good thing is, I'm here. I'm away from that. It actually has followed me up, come up north. Not as bad of effects as what it was down there, but the continuous low, spinning low, is going to produce storms. From what I understand, this far north, where I'm at here in Kansas, which is near Wichita, Kansas, and it's supposed to produce storms for this area and then points back south. And some could be severe, some it's hit and miss. It's from the I-35 corridor, I-135 corridor, and then to the east, into Missouri, Arkansas, back that I-40 corridor. That's all going to be inundated with rain tomorrow. So anybody that's watching this, be prepared for a lot of rain. My main concern, other than I should have been paying attention to my surroundings in the rain and the depths of the water, was I should have paid attention. I was paying more attention to wind speeds, wind directions, because I had a 13,000 pound load on. So I made sure that I was constantly with the wind to my back, except for a couple points where it was to my side, but it wasn't really that heavy. I missed all the heavy winds. Knock on synthetic wood. I missed all the heavy winds down in, that was being produced off of the tropical depression. So, pretty frightful beginning of the week. The week's coming to an end. Tomorrow's Friday. I'll be home, spending time with family and friends, enjoying my weekend. I am going to have another video for next Thursday, kind of a special video for next Thursday. And then the following Thursday, I'm going to continue with the heavy haul videos for Thursday, and then just general hauls on Trucker Tuesday. So it's going to be heavy haul Thursday and Trucker Tuesday. I want to welcome all new subscribers. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you know when I'm putting out either one of these vlogs, ramblings from the truck, or the American Truck Simulator videos, or like I said, in both, mainly in the in today's video, about GTA 5 coming back to the channel. No, it's not going to be GTA 5 5M. It's going to be GTA 5 Online. We're going to go through and start over. Might do some just regular GTA 5 story mode, and then go back and forth between story mode and online. But I am also trying to get LSPDFR up and running, but I hear from some very reliable sources that LSPDFR is broken because of GTA 5's new loading sequence, or whatever they called it. So I want to say thank you for spending some time on my channel, coming by and checking out whatever I'm rambling on about. Late night video. Yes, Texas flag in the background. So I want to again. I want to thank Risky Clay for all of his love and support for my channel, and everybody else that is subscribed to my channel. I want to thank you. I also want to thank Silent Fan 85 for his love and support for my channel, and also to Taco Fist for his support of my channel over on his Discord and on his channel. He is he's always there for anybody like myself that's just a small-time content creator and gives out a lot of very useful information. If you haven't went over and checked out Taco Fist, go check out Taco Fist on YouTube. He has a new video up about some of the changes coming to YouTube, which I totally disagree. I agree with Taco Fist's view, and I totally disagree with what YouTube is trying to do. So we'll catch y'all on the flip. Y'all have a good night, and this will be posted as soon as I hit the little red and white square on my phone. So, good night.